Hello and welcome to the Season 4 review, our first season in the Bundesliga. And I think when you look at the table here, overall, we've got to consider this a success. 11th place finish in our first year in the league. 10 wins, 12 draws, 12 defeats, no goal difference and 42 points. That's not a bad season, especially when you consider how we started. If we have a look at our past position, where are we? Yes, we were not good for a very long time. It took until matchday 14 to win our first match of the season. And then since then, we just continued to climb really. Stayed in 13th for a while, ended up 11th. So considering we were in the relegation zone or around the relegation zone for large parts of the season, to finish 11th very comfortably, I'm really happy with that. And a big congratulations to Moise Kean for winning the Bundesliga Top Goalscorer Award with 17. Is that me or is that really low? I mean, second place only had 13. Third place had 11. They're barely in double figures. We've had our end of season award ceremony as well. Tommy Doyle wins the fans player of the season with 35% of the votes. That is quite impressive. Pershers second and Moise Kean third. I thought Kean might have won this. But Tommy Doyle, if we have a quick look at him, he has had a tremendous season in the Bundesliga. 25 starts, 2 goals, but 10 assists. An average rating of 7.37. He's been superb. He's someone that I'd love to get back on loan next season. Personally, I can't see him getting into Man City's team, so there could very well be a chance. And at 12 grand a week, it's a bit of a steal really, isn't it, for Tommy Doyle? The goal of the season was Efkan Bekiroglu. Of course it was. I think he's won goal of the season every season we've played. We'll give it a watch. I remember the one. I think it came back to Pedri. It did. He laid it off for Bekiroglu. And the bend on this, right into the far corner. The keeper, no chance. Bekiroglu adds to his growing list of superb goals. The signing of the season was Luis Pinheiro from Benfica for 368k, worth just over $1 million now. He hasn't played too much. He's sort of been rotating with Gubel in the right back spot, but someone that we can always sell for profit if we want to. He's been all right. And Tommy Doyle, the young player of the season, like we said before, a superb season, thoroughly deserving of that award at the very least. The team of the season then, Lazzarini was our keeper, a back four of Gubel, Schurz, Bakusu and Henry, a midfield three of Etiki, Bekiroglu and Doyle, Isidore on the right, interestingly, Aaron's on the left and Moise Kean up front. Pedri not in that lineup is surprising. He did start to come good the second half of the season. Maybe it was a little too late. We also had our team meeting for next season. I said I think we're good enough to avoid relegation. Every single person reacted negatively. I was absolutely baffled. Like, we've done really well this season. Obviously, we've got more money. We can invest more into the squad. But they think we're not good enough to survive. So, I mean, you tell me. Speaking of more money, we have 450k per week wage budget for next season and a transfer budget of just over 13 million. So better than the 8 million we saw a few episodes ago. That is not bad. We can do something with 13 million at least. Also, there's one more bit of really exciting news for the club. We are getting a brand new stadium. Now, we know absolutely nothing about it. Everything here is to be confirmed. All we know is it's going to be in Munich, which makes perfect sense. But it says here the main reason behind the decision was to accommodate a bigger crowd due to the high demand of tickets for the home matches at Grunwalde, where we currently play. The board have, however, pointed out this will not be a smooth process and it will be some time before any plans can be finalised. So we might not see it for a few seasons, but at least it's in the works. When you look at our stadium, our average attendance is 17th with just under 15,000 people. It is 99% full, which is nice, which is the highest in the league. We fill out our stadium, well, it's only 1% more than Paderborn, but we fill out our stadium pretty much most of the time. 13 sellouts out of, I think, 17 games. Oh yeah, it says it right there, home matches 17. So yeah, 13 out of 17 sellouts. And that does lead the way as well. We have sold out our stadium the most amount of times compared to everyone else in the league. So it's only right, I think, we do get a new stadium, especially now. I'd like to consider us an established Bundesliga side. I think it makes sense. Whilst we're on the topic of finances and money and stadiums and things, I wanted to show you this. This is our salary per annum. We are right down the bottom. We spend 7.8 million a year on our salary, on our players' wages. 17th, Paderborn spend double us at nearly 17 million. So in terms of finances and player wages, we are way below everyone else, which makes me think this achievement of finishing 11th comfortably is really good, really good. Bayern up the other end spend 166 million a year on their wages. So We've got quite a way to go if we want to catch up with them, I think. Let's have a quick look at the squad then. In terms of goals, Moise Kean led the way with 18. The next best was Pedri with 7. That's not very good, is it? That's not very good. After Pedri, we have our centre-back, Per Schurz on 6, Rolando Aarons with 5, Bekaroglu with 4, and then a few boys chipping in with a couple of goals here and there. But that does go to show how important Moise Kean has been to us this season. And it does emphasise why I really want him back next season. I think he'd be another superb signing. He's used to the league now. He's had a year here. And I think next year he could generally do even better than 18 goals in a season. In terms of assists, Tommy Doyle leads the way from midfield with 11. He's had a fantastic season for us. Again, someone that I want back next season. Goubel with 6, Pedri also with 6, Rico Henry with 5. It goes to show again how important our wing-backs have been this season with Goubel and Henry. And in terms of average rating, Tommy Doyle leading away with a 7.35 over the season. Moise Kean and Per Schurz closely behind with 7.26s. And it goes to show that there's a centre-back, a centre midfielder and a striker there in our top 3 average ratings for the season. Our spine is pretty strong, I think. So you can see why I want those 3 players, especially those 3 players, and maybe Pedri would be nice, back in next season. I also want to give some credit to Luca Lazzarini. Not an amazing goalkeeper, but better than what we had. He's conceded 35 goals in 30 games, which isn't terrible at all. 11 clean sheets is the most impressive thing there. 11 out of 30. For a newly promoted side and a player that is new to the team, hasn't played in the country before, I mean, you've got to give the man his credit. That is impressive. Looking at the dynamics again, team cohesion, dressing room atmosphere, managerial support. I mean, it gets better, doesn't it? Average, very good, excellent. So a very happy group of players, I think, here. If we have a quick look at the hierarchy, I'd like to think that is a wonderful sight. 26 players support me, which is everybody. That is fantastic. It shows that I'm doing a good job. It says it here. The players are delighted to have you as manager. Oh, stop it, guys. Stop it. And as such, are willing to support you for the foreseeable future. Well, that's good because we want to be here long term. You've got a strong influence over a number of players. You've got strong relationships with a number of the players. So, I mean, it couldn't have gone any better this season. Actually, saying it could have gone any better, I just remembered we lost the DFB Pokal to Erzberg Au on penalties. That could have gone better. That could have gone much better. But I think now we're established in the Bundesliga. Now we've been here for a season. We'll be okay next season, I think. And we can maybe focus a bit more on the cup. In terms of the club vision for next season, they'd like us to sign players from the lower leagues of the domestic game, which, yeah, we could maybe do that. I mean, we haven't got much money. So why are you asking us to do this? I don't understand. We want to maintain our status as a Bundesliga club. And you want us to sign players from the lower levels. We'll see what we can do. Make the most of set pieces. I feel like we can do that. In the next 5 years, work within the wage budget, sign players to sell for a profit, 3-year contracts for first teamers, build a new stadium. That is all perfect. By the end of next season, they just want us to finish in the Bundesliga. So, I mean, it's another free swing, basically. As long as we don't get relegated, anything else is success. And also my contract expires at the end of next season. So let's hope they renew it. Otherwise, this series will just come to a dramatic stop. In terms of the confidence summary then, the board are very pleased with your overall leadership of the team, which is good. Only 2 criticisms, which was 2 games that we shouldn't have lost, really. Some nice highlights, though, some good victories there. A 5-1, a 5-0. And in terms of the grade breakdown, B's across the board, really, apart from the squad. They're delighted with the squad, so am I. I think there's a good group of guys here. But B- everywhere else, club vision, matches, transfers, tactics, everything gets a B-. So not bad, not bad. Of course, as well, we know Hannover 96 and Paderborn have been relegated. We will not be playing against them next season. FC Augsburg, it remains to be seen if they come through their playoff. Augsburg will be playing. Who will they be playing in the playoff? Let's have a little look here. In the Bundesliga 2, it's yet to be decided, so it goes to the final day. We know Hamburg are up. We'll be playing them next season. And then it'll be between Fortuna Düsseldorf or SC Freiburg to see who gets that second automatic promotion spot. So overall, looking at the schedule, a very, very good season. This doesn't say so. This was the first half of the season. Not many wins here. A couple of cup wins, a friendly win. Obviously, our first win of the season all the way down here on the 14th of January. But after that, we sort of just hit a tremendous run of form. From February onwards, we were superb. We didn't lose too many games from February onwards. We dropped points against teams you'd expect us to. Some annoying losses to the likes of Hanover and Mainz, but they're going to happen throughout the season. However, I think if we carry on our form that we finished the season with into next season, we've got a very good chance of finishing in the top half and possibly even pushing for a European spot. Looking through the squad then, going into next season, some of these boys will return, some of them won't. But with 13 million to strengthen ourselves, I'm very much looking forward to the transfer window. This is probably the most exciting transfer window for us, I think. Regardless, next season, Bundesliga, bring it on, bring it on. We are going to leave the season review there. If you've enjoyed the episode, if you've enjoyed the season, please do drop a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. And we'll be back Monday evening, 7 p.m, as we kick off our second season in the Bundesliga. Obviously, we'll go through all the signings as well. I think there's going to be some good ones in there. I'll see you Monday evening. Take care. Goodbye.